The internet has finally decided maybe Cenat isn't that guy anymore. From forced laughs to ignoring collabs to bailing on MrBeast's clean water project, the Kai chants are getting louder. This isn't just streamer had a bad day, this is starting to look like a whole PR nightmare in 1080p. Let's unpack how we went from funniest streamer on Twitch to is he even real? And no, I don't mean AI-generated Cenat. The Jinxie incident. Alright, picture this. Jinxie, small streamer, big dreams. You know the type. The guy who irons his hoodie before a collab. He's got it all planned. Clash Royale tournament, friendly banter, maybe some trolling. He probably even made a little Canva bracket with team names. And when you're a smaller streamer, a collaboration with someone like Kai isn't just fun, it's a big break. So the day comes, cameras on, mic's hot. Jinxie cracks a joke right away. Why do you keep talking about smashing people in video games? Kai chuckles, but he's not locked in. You can tell his mind is somewhere else. Instead of jumping into the tournament, Kai and AM start chatting about completely random stuff. Not even good random stuff. Like, we're talking the Twitch equivalent of awkward elevator talk. Jinxie, bless his heart, tries to steer it back. Hey, let's start the matches. And Kai's energy? Somewhere between May and I didn't even RSVP for this. Then Kai just gets up, switches to IRL content mid-plan like nothing happened. Jinxie's left staring at his camera, realizing this isn't happening. He ends up telling his chat, you know what? I'm going to the gym. And that's how the collab ended, and with Kai somewhere else and Jinxie hitting bicep curls. As soon as chat starts spamming L's, suddenly Kai's like, oh yeah, the tournament. Bro, that's like showing up to a party only after you saw the Snapchat story and realized it was lit. Why people call him fake. Here's the thing. Streamers ditch plans sometimes. It's not the end of the world. Your internet goes out, your PC updates midstream, your mom yells at you from the kitchen. It happens. But what people clocked here wasn't just the ditch, it was the pretend it didn't even exist until chat called him out. That's like bailing on your friend's birthday dinner, then running into them a week later and saying, oh yeah, I meant to text you happy birthday. How was the cake? Bro, the cake was fine? You weren't. And that's when the word fake started floating around. Not, oh, he had a bad day fake. We're talking, this guy might be performing a version of himself 24/7 fake. People have been side-eyeing Kai's on-stream personality for a while. They say his laughs feel too perfect, his reactions a little too explosive, and his energy just a touch too polished. It's like every moment is fine-tuned for TikTok clips instead of actual interaction. Think about it. You ever watch a sitcom with a laugh track and suddenly realize you've been laughing along, not because the joke's funny, but because the laugh track told you it was? That's what some viewers are accusing Kai of. Not being unfunny, but manufacturing hype so well that you start wondering where the real him is hiding. And in streaming, authenticity is the currency. You can fumble a collab, rage quit a game, even go completely silent for 20 seconds because your cat just knocked over your drink. Chat will forgive it if they believe it's really you. But the moment they think you're on instead of being on, that's when they start seeing cracks. And unlike forgetting to mute your mic, you can't just click a button to fix that. The internet will happily remind you over and over that fake is the one patch update you can't download. The MrBeast Team Water drama. Fast forward, MrBeast launches Team Water. This wasn't some casual, hey guys, donate if you can, type deal. No, this was the internet charity event of the year. Goal? Provide clean water for millions of people who need it. And for about 5 minutes, the internet actually felt like one big wholesome family instead of a comment section war zone. You start scrolling through the donor list and it's stacked. Aiden Ross? Yep. Neon? Yep. Some random mid-tier guy with a Minecraft skin for a profile picture. Somehow, also, yep. The vibes are pure internet wholesomeness. Until you scroll a little further. Cenat? Nope. Now, let's be fair. Nobody's legally obligated to donate to a charity stream. It's his money, his decision. Nobody's out here trying to audit his PayPal. But the optics, Ooh, the optics were brutal, because when you're already catching heat for being a little self-focused, skipping the biggest creator-led charity push of the year is Chef's Kiss Peak bad look. It's like forgetting your best friend's birthday and then uploading an Instagram story from Nobu with the caption "Blessed." You're not just absent, you're accidentally announcing, "Yeah, I had better things to do." And the internet? They never ever let that one slide. And it wasn't even just about cutting a check. Other creators were jumping into Discord calls, hyping it up, rallying their chats to push the numbers higher. Even Aiden Ross, yes, that Aiden, was telling people, throw in 10K, 20K, let's make this thing massive. It was about showing up, being visible, using your influence for something beyond memes and sub counts. But Kai? No stream appearance, no donation, no retweet, nothing. And for the people who were already side-eyeing him, this wasn't just a small "oh well" moment. It was a neon flashing sign saying, this guy only moves when there's something in it for him. And once the internet senses you might not care, good luck convincing them otherwise. The Aiden Ross call-outs. Now here's where things go from, bad look to straight up messy. Aiden Ross didn't just keep this whole thing between them. Nope. He went live, lit up his stream, and basically said, yeah, Kai's not a real friend. And he didn't sugarcoat it either. Aiden claimed Kai ignores his calls, bails on collabs, and goes completely MIA unless, surprise, he needs something from you. But here's the twist. According to Aiden, when the roles were reversed and Kai needed help, he showed up. Every time. Let's be real, Aiden Ross isn't exactly the internet's moral compass. His track record of interesting choices is extensive. But when a friend in your own creator circle takes a public jab and people are already questioning your authenticity, it hits differently. It's not just missing Jinxie's tournament or skipping MrBeast's charity anymore. Add ghosting Aiden, and it starts to look like a pattern. One where Kai's friendships feel less about connection and more about convenience. And in streaming, nothing kills the relatable guy image faster than looking like you only show up when you need something. So, where does this leave Kai? Honestly, still on top in the numbers game. The guy's pulling absurd viewership. TikTok's still a conveyor belt of his clips, and his diehards, they're not bailing overnight. But here's the thing. In streaming, fake is a scarlet letter. It doesn't fade, it lingers. It trails you into every chat, every clip, every collab. Once the audience starts thinking you're performing rather than being, the dynamic shifts. That laugh that once felt spontaneous, now they'll replay it, asking if it was rehearsed. That big reaction you've built a career on, people will freeze frame and wonder if you were acting for the clip. And in the attention economy, doubt is poison. It changes how people consume you, even if they never click away. If this was just the Jinxie tournament incident, it would have burned hot for a couple of days and fizzled out, lost in the churn of new internet controversies. If it was just skipping MrBeast's charity event, same thing. A quick wave of disappointment, a few memes, and then on to the next drama. But when these moments stack on top of each other, they stop looking like isolated slip-ups and start forming a pattern. That's where the real trouble begins. Add someone like Aiden Ross, who knows exactly how to keep a fire going, and suddenly every minor misstep gets amplified, stitched into the same narrative thread. And once the internet decides you're playing a role instead of being real, it's no longer about one event, it's about who you are. That perception seeps into every reaction, every collab, every stream. Your content stops being judged in the moment and starts being judged against the storyline people have already decided is true. The upside? This isn't a career-ending script yet. Not even close. Right now, it's still in that fragile stage where one strong move could flip the tone completely. Imagine a stripped-down, honest stream. No elaborate bits, no celebrity drop-ins, no overstimulated energy, just him, unfiltered, talking to the audience like friends in a Discord call. Or picture him popping up to support another creator's project, not because it's a clout play, but because it's the right thing to do. Even a quick, self-aware jab at himself could work wonders. The kind of wink to the audience that says, "Yeah, I saw what you said, and I can laugh about it too." Those moments remind people why they liked you in the first place. But if he chooses the pretend it's not happening route, the narrative will keep evolving without him, and El Kai will stop being a passing joke and start becoming part of his permanent brand. In streaming, that's the kind of label that follows you far longer than you think. But if he doubles down on ignoring it, hoping it fades, the El Kai label could solidify into something far harder to shake. Not just a meme, but part of his identity in the streaming space. And in that world, perception is reality. So, what do you think? Is Kai Cenat actually fake, or is this just the internet doing its favorite thing, blowing stuff up for drama? The truth is, we've seen this cycle before. A rumor hits, fans split into two camps, and every clip, post, or old tweet gets dissected like it's evidence in a court case. Some people are already convinced he's guilty of faking it, while others think it's just a bunch of noise chasing clout. Either way, the ball's in his court, and I'm not sure he's even looking at it right now. If he plays it smart, he could turn this around. If not, the internet won't wait to write the ending for him.